Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Good Woo. So, we are in the middle of a pandemic. That means we are all, each and every one of us, being triggered. So, a concept I want you to hold in your mind as you listen to this video is that you are a droplet in the ocean. The ocean is the collective, and you are also the droplet. You are both. So, right now, the collective is getting triggered, and the individual is getting triggered. What do I mean by this? This is the great breakdown, right? It will be known as this stopping point and healing crisis in history. And we each have opportunities to have this as an individual as well. Anybody who gets a major illness, that's a healing crisis because it's an opportunity for them to really reevaluate what got me here. Who am I? If I survive this, what do I want next? So this happened to me in 2012 and 2013 when my endocrine system basically shut down. I had been running from an incredible amount of trauma in my past and just consistently re-traumatizing myself as I tried to run from it, whether that was through addiction or unhealthy relationships, you name it, I was doing it. And eventually my body completely broke down. I gained weight, my hair started falling out, I literally couldn't think, I had to quit acting, relationships fell apart. But on the other side of it, my life was so much better because I was forced to stop everything. Everything became still. And I had to acknowledge the pain of the past. And I had to forgive myself for the things that I had done as I was running from that pain. And this is what humanity is facing now. And this is the power that you have as a droplet in that ocean now. Because for each and every one of us that takes this time, whether you're working out there putting yourself at risk, or whether you're at home self-isolating to protect the vulnerable groups, whether you're at home sick and self-healing, this time is for us to purge the pain of the past so that on the other side of this, we have a new humanity. How do we do this? You acknowledge how you're feeling. Now, true, you can be self-isolating and still be eating, drinking, smoking pot, having sex on your phone constantly. And you can run. You can continue to run during this time from your pain, from the past, and from what makes you not like yourself. But eventually, because we don't know how long this lasts, even scrolling, which we all love so much, even that is probably not going to do the trick. And all of the addictions are just going to kind of dry up. Because the point of this time is to dig deep and let things go so that you can make room for what's on the other side, which is going to be so much better. And we can't see it yet. But if we saw it, then maybe we wouldn't be doing the work. So there's a reason why we can't see what comes after this. How do you do this? One, you just radically accept that there is a lot going on in you, that you are being triggered. You just radically accept it. And the highly adrenalized emotions, you start there. The anxiety, the fear, the anger of where we're all at. Anxiety for me, and this is an exercise that I highly recommend we all do during this time. When you are feeling these highly adrenalized emotions that I just named, go into the sensation. Where do you feel it in your body? Is it hot? Is it cold? What color is it? And then as you put your attention on it, sometimes it will give you visions, visuals of the past, memories, or something else. Just be with it. And then oftentimes that sensation will spread out and dissipate. And then you move to the next one. For me, fear really sits in my stomach as a knot. Go into the knot. The body is an incredible piece of organic technology, and it will tell you everything you need to heal emotionally, mentally, physically, psychically, all of it. If we listen to the body, it has everything we need to move forward. So be with the sensations that are coming up, because as the anger, anxiety, and fear lifts when you work through that, usually what's underneath those is sadness and grief. And I have a hunch that that is truly what we're going to be purging right now. You are the droplet, so it's going to be your personal experiences that have led to sadness and grief, but you are also the collective. And if you think about the human race, whether you're just looking at recorded history, or if you want to go into the pre-recorded history of Atlantis and all of those, civilizations that we don't have facts on necessarily, one thing remains is that we've been incredibly antagonistic to each other, and that always creates pain. All of that wants up and out. It wants our attention to say, okay, there it is. The guilt and the shame and the pain and the grief, it wants to leave so that we can make room for something new on the other side of this healing crisis. And we don't know what the new is going to be. But I would say you won't be able to fully experience the good or even see the good on the other side if you don't use this time to do this inner work. And it's not easy, you guys. That period between 2012 and 2013 for me was excruciatingly difficult. Brought me to my knees over and over and over again. Changed me. But I don't even think I'd be here if it didn't happen. I certainly wouldn't be making these videos. And I know I wouldn't be healthy. So the collective is cleansing. That means you as an individual are cleansing. So don't ignore this time. It is the opportunity that we have all been asking for, whether unconsciously or consciously. It's here. Use it. And if you are so vulnerable with the people you're with that you don't want them to see, you don't want your kids to see you anxious, you don't want your kids to see you cry, I want you to ask yourself why. Because these young people, they need to know how to deal with these feelings too. There is nothing wrong with being anxious. There's nothing wrong with being sad. It's how you deal with it. These emotions only turn destructive when we run from them. And right now, we're being told, stop the running altogether. Stop running. And feel them so they can be released. Every time you do this process, you are also being of service to the collective because you're releasing it for the collective as well. So you're healing yourself and you're healing all of us to do this work. One thing will be clear. You're going to know where your relationships stand. You're going to know who you can be yourself with and who you can't. And that's a part of this. Because if you need to seek other sustenance relationships, then you'll know on the other side of this that that's what you have to do to be a happier, more giving and open human being. So let it rip, you guys. Let it rip. Let it all come up and out. Journal, paint, write, dance, scream into pillows, get a wiffle bat, beat the pillows. Do what you have to do to get to the core of who you are so that you can make room for the light that's coming in and the new society that we're going to be building on the other side of this, because everything will change after this. This pause is real, and there's a purpose for it. Find it for yourself. Thank you so much for viewing. If this spoke to you and you know of people you love that it would speak to as well, please share it with them. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to the website if you need some help walking through this process and dealing with these emotions. Reach out to me because I'm right here and I will walk you guys through the process that I use. Sending you all such love and this awesomely transitional time that we're in. At some level, this is what you needed. Take it. It's a gift. Bye, you guys. Till the next time.